Salice Rose, aka Salsa Rosa, aka Mama Biscuit. Welcome back to Vlogmas Day 8. It is so crazy to hear myself say, oh my god, Vlogmas Day 8, because I've never done Vlogmas and it's just such a new and fun and very time-consuming experience, but it's so worth it. I'm like, wow, like, why haven't I ever done this before? Like, why did I wait so long to do Vlogmas? Because I feel like it's so fun. You guys get to see what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis. Most importantly, I feel like doing Vlogmas every single day and letting you guys like inside my home and being more open with you guys kind of makes us closer. So I'm like, why did I wait so long to do it? Point of the matter is, I am so happy to be doing Vlogmas and I cannot believe we are on Vlogmas Day 8. It just seems so unreal and crazy to me, but I'm happy that you're back. I wanted to quickly show you guys what a must-have item I need to have in my house, because if not, I feel like it's not the same without it. So one thing I always do is I light a lot of candles in my house. If you guys do not have a wax melter in your house, you need to get one right now. I get mine off of Amazon for like $25. You guys can see it's super cute, modern, little flowers on the side. I think it's only 25 bucks from Amazon. Now, if you guys ever wonder what my house smells like, a lot of people are gonna love this answer and a lot of people are gonna be like, ew, you like that smell? Because I know a lot of people don't like it, but all of my wax cubes are sugar cookie, is ice cream, gingerbread, vanilla, anything that is like a very, very sweet smell. That is my all-time favorite scent ever. So if you've ever been into my house or whatever the case may be, or you're just wondering what it smells like, just know whenever you bake a fresh batch of cookies and you open the oven, that's what it smells like 24/7. I'm sure you guys have never wondered that, but like, what does your house smell like? It smells like cookies and vanilla and ice cream and all that sweet stuff. Yes, I am obsessed with that. It's no secret that I live in Los Angeles, California. And I have been living in LA on and off since I was like 20 and I'm 27 now. I don't know about you guys, because you can be around a shitload of people and a lot of your family and still feel depressed, or you could be alone and feel depressed. Everybody is different, everybody's depression is different, and everybody is valid to feel that way. But let me say this. Living in LA can be super fun because there's always so many things to do. You can meet so many different people. You just never know what you're gonna wake up to that day. I don't know if you like noise or you're more of like a quiet kind of person, but it's very loud out here. It's kind of like New York, except I think New York is a little bit more noisy, which I love New York, but it's very loud out here. It just feels like Los Angeles is never sleeping, even whenever you are. There has been so many times where I'm trying to sleep at night, I'm like in bed and whatnot, and then you hear all this noise outside and all these crazy things, and no one ever talks about how hard it is to fall asleep if you're living in Los Angeles, let alone downtown Los Angeles. Also, it's very expensive. DTLA is so expensive. Like, it's kind of like New York again. If you want to come out here and get a 1-bedroom apartment in DTLA or LA or certain parts of LA, it's like 4 or 6,000 grand for what? Like, for what? Let alone California is so expensive. Like, if you walk outside of your house and you want to take a deep breath, that's gonna cost you like 250 bucks. Like, it's just being alive is expensive anywhere you are, period. But California is no joke and Los Angeles is no joke, because everybody always comes to LA to make their dreams come true or try to become somebody, which is super dope, or just to find new people or new connections or whatever the case may be. LA is jam-packed with people. It is so busy. There's so much traffic, so much going on at all times. So I don't know if you guys have family in LA or not, but it's lonely, okay? Like, it's very lonely at times, not every day, not all the time. For example, me, I know a lot of people in Los Angeles. Side note, just because I know someone does not mean like I call them my friend or anything. Although I like being alone, I mean, that's no secret. I love being alone. I really enjoy my solitude, and I really enjoy being in Los Angeles. Like, I don't mind that I'm like always alone working. There is those random ass days where I'm like, dang, I wish I can just get my car and go drive to my family's house, and which I can do that still, yeah, but it's gonna take me like 2.5 hours depending on traffic to get there and back. I will say this, I don't wanna talk about this for too long because I don't want to bring any bad vibes into my house whatsoever, because this is a place of tranquility and peace, and this is just my sanctuary where I can just be myself and be me and just chill, you know, with my fur babies and whatnot. LA is very demented, okay? There is a lot of bad vibes out here. But then again, that's everywhere you go. I'm not just speaking about LA's only bad place and the only good place. No, I'm just speaking of LA. So don't take my words out of context and be like, well, what about Michigan, bitch? Like, I don't know. I've never been to Michigan. There's good and bad everywhere you go. They're very demonic. Whatever correct term that is, it's very demonic. Because I'm gonna tell you guys a little secret. Besides the fact that there's a lot of evil people in Los Angeles and all over the place. I know a lot of people that are evil that don't live in California, but that's a different story. There's a lot of evil people out here, a lot of evil spirits, a lot of just evil bad vibes where you can just actually feel it. So whether you have like a sixth sense or a third eye or not, like you can actually feel it. So let me let you guys in on a little secret. Maybe I can make this a story time. I'm not, if you guys want to put a thumbs up on this video or comment below if you guys want a story time as to what I felt in my last apartment or my last penthouse. That was bad. But my last apartment that I was in, long story short, I was terrified. I was terrified. I don't know why. It's a feeling I can't even explain. I've never been scared to live alone. I'm still not scared to live alone. I love being alone. I don't know why in my last apartment, I was terrified to walk down my hallway. I was terrified to sleep alone. I was terrified to shut my eyes at night. I was terrified of the entire, not even building, but that penthouse that I was in. At that moment, I realized, like, you know, other people have lived in here before me. I know that for sure, but I'm like, I just don't know who has lived here before me. I don't know if they were good people or bad people. And it just really didn't sit right with me for the first time ever, because I've never in my life, besides this spot, no one's ever lived here but me. I've never moved into a spot that's never been lived in before. Till this day, I wonder as to why I could not feel at home in my last home. I could tell you this, it was such a beautiful view. But it was a very ugly feeling in there. And you're like, well, how can it be ugly? You're living in a penthouse. Isn't that what you want? Isn't that like luxurious? Like, yes, but it's not about that. I felt like I was always being watched, and not by cameras or anything. But I felt like I was never alone, and it was in a very bad way. I don't know if it was like some demonic thing in there. This is not Vlogmas vibes. I am so sorry. This is not Vlogmas vibes. I should be, you know, decorating another tree, but I wanted to have a conversation with you guys, and we'll get back to the ornaments tomorrow and like fun stuff, but I just wanted to talk to you guys. The point is, it was just very scary, and I could not do anything there like by myself. I felt like I was watched, and I felt like I was being hovered. I don't know why, but the minute I walked out the door, I felt better. I was like, because I believe in God, can't nothing or nobody touch me. But the minute I left my house, the minute I closed my door, I'd be like, oh wow, I feel better. Maybe I'm tripping. Anytime I would get back home, I would feel that negative energy again, and I never understood why. So I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of TikToks on this or videos. People are always like, oh, you know, LA has very bad vibes. You know, they're not lying. LA does have a lot of bad vibes, a lot of users, a lot of negative people, a lot of people that are very self-seeking, that don't mind hurting you to get to where they need to be. And yeah, it's wild, and this is why I am a homebody. This is why I stay in my lane. This is why I don't hang around people almost ever that's not my partner, my family. I have like two friends at that, and I have a lot of acquaintances. I know a lot of people, but for me to call you my friend is wild. Because although I know that it's kind of dangerous being alone for too long, because once you master your solitude, you don't want to fuck with anybody, because you're like, no, like I just like being alone now, because it's less stressful. So I know being alone for too long is kind of dangerous, but good. But I also love it because I know I'm protected that way, I'm safe that way, and I don't have to worry about who's gonna like fuck me over, or who's gonna hurt me, or who's gonna do that because I hung out with the wrong person. I don't know their true intentions. So I'm at a point in my life where solitude and a peace of mind is more important to me than making new friendships. And again, I do have friends, and I don't mind making new friends because I trust my judgment. But it's still very scary, and that applies to anybody. I don't care what you do for a living. I don't care where you live. It's very scary to trust people, because if you've been through traumatic experiences where you've been hurt or all the above, whatever the case may be, it's very hard to trust people. And especially in the line of work that I do, even though I can tell nowadays, because I trust my judgment, like I'm really good at reading people now. It's still always kind of hard for me to let people in, because I'm like, okay, are you here for me or for, oh, you know, she has followers, she's on social media, you know, like she's an opportunity, not a friend. So that's why I stay to myself and I stay in my lane. And the people that I do have in my life, I keep them as close to me as possible because it's a very evil world out there, especially in downtown Los Angeles. Somehow, some way throughout all the years, I've always loved Los Angeles. I've always, I feel like, balanced it out correctly. I find peace in LA by doing what makes me happy, you know what I mean? So this is why I suggest that whether you move to LA or you move anywhere, please, please, please always try to make your home feel homey and make it a spot where you don't mind being there 24/7, because that becomes your safe place, you know? If your home is not your favorite place to be at, you probably have bad vibes around you or something is off. And yeah, so I make sure that even though LA is like one of the craziest places ever, it still feels homey to me because I like being here. I like the noise, I like the people, I like the fucking chaos, you know? I'm a people person. I can talk to anybody, so I don't mind all the people that I have to talk to when I come into the building or whatever. I love making new connections, although I'm very hesitant to letting them in my life because I can't trust anybody. In conclusion, LA is a very, very beautiful place, but it can also be a very ugly, ugly, demonic spot. It's all about who you hang around with and the kind of mentality that you have and the kind of intentions that you have and the kind of intentions that the people around you have. So just be very mindful before moving to Los Angeles, because it can be the best thing you've ever done or the worst thing you've ever done. I've heard stories from so many people where they're like, I love LA, I'm never leaving, me. And other stories where they're like, I can't believe I ever went to LA, you know, I'm depressed out here, it feels evil, I want to go back to my hometown. But be very mindful of the people you hang around with, because energy does not lie. I know so many people that are like, I don't know how you live in LA, oh my God, it's so loud, it's so crazy out there, how do you do it? And I'm like, because I do it the right way, you know? And in doing it the right way, it can get very lonely sometimes because I turn down a lot of things just for my peace of mind, but it's also very relaxing. And I'm not about to feel like I can't feel at home in Los Angeles because of certain things. Also, did I mention finding parking out here is it's hard to like get your car and just go drive to Target and park like regular people. Being in LA, it's like, okay, I have to go find my car from the parking spot that I had to park like 10 minutes away because there's no parking here. Then I have to drive in traffic just to get to Target. When other people, like in their cities, they get their car, get to Target in 4 minutes versus here. What would take you 4 minutes in a regular city to get to a spot, here it'll take you like 15 to 25 minutes because of all the traffic and chaos and parking. It's just, this is why I never drive in LA. I refuse to drive in LA. None of that. Parking out here is wild, so I'm like, I'd rather stay home than find parking. I'm sure I missed a lot of good points, a lot of like pros and cons to being in Los Angeles or California at that, and I kind of got more personal and I started talking about my life. So it was just the truth about LA, the good and the bad, and it's just really a personal choice if you guys want to come out here or not. Anything can feel homey if you allow it to feel homey, and if you surround yourself with the right people that aren't going to have ill intentions for you or whatever the case may be. If you have the right people in your life and you're with the right person and you make your home feel as homey as possible, then no one can ever drive you out of a good home. You know what I mean? That's why when people ask me and kind of try to shit on me, they're like, why do you live in LA? I can't believe you can do that. It's so noisy. I'm like, I'm not gonna let your negative opinion interfere with my reality, because I've created a beautiful home here and I like it and it's peaceful, because peace, tranquility, it's good. If you guys want to hear about what happened in my last apartment, put a thumbs up on this video or comment below. But thank you guys so much for sitting here with me, just having a coffee with me and just talking about life. I know this video was not like Vlogmasy vibes and like Christmassy stuff, because I like to keep Vlogmas, for the first time that I'm doing it this year, I like to keep Vlogmas like very like festive, but I was like, you know what, I want to sit down and talk to them, because although it's fun to always be doing something and putting music and this and that, recording, I also do love the connection with you guys where I get to talk to you one-on-one and actually, you know, talk as friends, you know, not just like, welcome back to my channel. I want to be like, guys, like, let's talk, let me open up, comment below and open up to me. How do you feel? So that's why I always do so many videos talking with you guys, because you guys are my friends to me. You guys are my outlet. You guys are my home, and you guys are also my safe place. And I do what I do for you guys. So that's why sometimes I'm like, yo, this video may not be fun and like all over the place, but it's nice. It's relaxing. It's a vibe for you and I, myself and you. So with that being said, thank you all for watching Vlogmas Day 8. Stay tuned for Vlogmas Day 9 tomorrow. It'll be more fun, I promise you. We'll get back to the festivities. I got you. If you have not yet, subscribe down below, turn my notifications on so you can be the first one to watch a video, and I will see you guys tomorrow on Vlogmas Day 9. Love you guys. Bye. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling.